You know, the Earth is this really unique place, right? Billions of stars, billions of solar systems, and we happen to have this only one that we know of that supports life forms like us. And so it's about preserving it, protecting it for as long as we can. And so sustainability comes down to me to economics, it comes down to the environmental aspects, making sure that we're not polluting our own home, but also that we're doing things where we can economically sustain ourselves.
You have to look at the full life cycle of what a technology is that you're going to put in the ground, how it performs, what it uses from a water standpoint. Can the materials be recycled in the future? If we essentially have the value that sustainability also has to work from an economic standpoint as well. If you have greater efficiencies from products or greater results from them because of new and advanced technologies, you're going to be essentially getting more out of that investment, and therefore it pencils better.
And right now, roughly 1 billion people, 1/6 of the planet, does not have access to clean drinking water. And in 10 years, it'll be 2/3 of the planet. I mean, these are dire things. And I know most people can see this and think, well, that's other parts of the world. No, I'm talking about here in America. We're going to have millions upon millions of people that don't have access to fresh, clean drinking water. You know, cities have had record droughts for the last 10 years. But when you have a drought year after year after year, it's not a drought anymore. That's just the way things are. A drought almost implies a temporal condition. A drought implies that, oh, it's just now, but it'll go away. No, these are persistent droughts. And the idea of persistent drought means that we have a water crisis.
What's the impact on the local economy? And maybe that's something that we can influence citizens and business interests to do, is to not just consider a business decision in its near-term impact, but what will it do to impact the local economy over the longer term.
We don't need new technological revolutions in order to get to where we need to be. We can get there with the technology that is being developed right now. We don't need any new radical breakthroughs. What's necessary is to put the technology that we have into play and put it to use.
So part of the story on going green, becoming sustainable, is making sure that all of these important metrics, carbon, water, biodiversity, human community support, are all figured in from the beginning. And we're only realizing now how critical some of those things are going to be beyond just the greenhouse gas, the carbon footprint. We're not seeing this everywhere around the world. We are seeing places that are working hard to develop clean energy solutions, but they're focusing on technologies that may not be as green as they could be. The only way to really counteract that isn't to tell people you're not doing it right, it's to demonstrate projects that really do minimize the amount of land area, the amount of materials, and concentrating solar is one of the technologies that really does set a new high bar for minimizing the overall footprint. And so, not trying to tell people what to do, but trying to demonstrate there can be lower and lower impact solutions. That's really why this technology is very exciting.